Alrighty, looks like we're already ready already. So pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Ooh, what's this? Herigast, Erupting, Nullkite. It's a 9 mana emerge creature. When you cast, exile your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. Each creature you cast has emerged. The emerge cost is equal to its mana cost. So this is gonna want us to play as a 9 mana creature ramp strategy. I will take this. This seems great, actually. It's a 6/6. You can emerge it out of something you don't want, like I don't know. But we're gonna want to try to ramp into it. And we're gonna want to try to play Eldrazi ramp. So yeah, well, I'm gonna first pick it. It's a 9 mana 6/6. Sometimes it costs less due to emerge, and it gets you 3 cards. Seems good. Drown of Truth's not bad, right? A land that's also a 7/6. Right, Galvanic Discharge is pretty good too. Drownyard Lurker's fine. The lands are all fine. Colossal Dreadmask is probably fine, and kind of one of the cards that we hope wheels out of this, because we're going to want to play a ramp package in red-green, probably Teamer even. So looking at this pack, the only card that I could see us taking if we want to remain Teamer ramp in some way, shape, or form is Disciple of Freyalise. When it ETBs, when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature. You may sacrifice another creature. If you do, gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Typically, we're not going to have a lot of giant Eldrazi that we're going to want to sacrifice. But, you know, there are times where you just go like, I guess I'll sacrifice this 7/6 to gain 7 life and draw. Completely refill my hand, right? And that's fine. And on the other side, it's a land. I think that's fine. I think we take that. Way better than Fledgling Dragon. Not too sold on Arcbound Condor unless we're in black-red. Suppression Ray is also pretty good. Conduit Goblin's fine, right? But this Herigast, if we're going to try to play that, we're going to have to ramp to it. So we're going to have to look for ramp spells like Sage of the Unknowable, right? Which is another card that we can, if we ever get to it, erupt from it, right? Not erupt from it. We could also take the Warp Tusker, but I think the Sage is probably just better here. Not erupt. Well, erupt. Emerge, sorry. Also in the conversation is the Warp Tusker. Sometimes you just cycle it to make a Eldrazi spawn, right? Not interested in the wastes. The Mogmop is just too hard to cast. Triple red, you know, it does have a really cool effect. 3 damage divided among 1, 2, or 3 targets, right? You can like end combat and kill off like 3 things that thought that they were just going to have creatures bounce off of them, you know. But I think we take the Sage here. We need the ramp. Blue-green is the ramp deck. We could take the Nyxborn Hydra. There's also a Tune the Narrative. Yeah, I kind of like Nyxborn Hydra, not as a creature, but as the bestow part of it. Because when you bestow it onto something, that creature is now a reach trampling whatever the hell else it was with +X/+X. I think this is great in the ramp deck. This is supposed to be the payoff for Roshin, Meandering Prophet, or whatever that card is. And yet, I would never take Roshin ever. I would take this over Roshin, actually. So that's just how bad Roshin is. These landscapes are also fine too, but I'm gonna take the Nyxborn Hydra. Tune the Narrative is fine. Ooh. Alright, so actually Reform is a really fun creature to emerge out of. Alright, you sacrifice this, you get a 3/3. Oh, there's a Nightshade Dryad. What am I doing? What am I doing? Of course we have to take the Nightshade Dryad. We can't even pass that because that's too much of a signal to the people behind us. We have to take that. It's a ramp creature. It's a 1/2 with Death Touch too, so it's always going to be relevant, right? Yeah, we definitely take that. It can tap for colorless or 1 mana of any color. Okay. There's a Snapping Voidcraw. Perfect. There's also a Sundering Eruption. Not the hugest fan of this, but the destroy target land part of it, because it does let them get another land. But creatures without flying can't block this turn. That's a spell that's kind of in almost any draft format, but that's not terrible. Sometimes you just get in with like a bunch of weenies. Almost has the same effect as the Suppression Field, and it's a land. But I think we take the Snapping Voidcraw because, again, we want to ramp into Herigast. It that heralds the end, or an Eldrazi repurposer. I think it's the Eldrazi repurposer. We're passing up a lurker, but yeah. I don't think that It that heralds the end is like good enough, especially because you need specifically colorless to play this. So it could end up just being a dead card in our hand a lot of the time. There's also another Sage, but I think we want the Eldrazi repurposer because it is a 3/3 that replaces itself with 2 0/1s that can be sacrificed. It's essentially like a 1-mana creature. A 1-mana 3/3 even. Let's see. This can get red. I don't know if we need red or blue. I think we just get the Meddler here. It's a Foul Strike. Foul Strike's like not terrible actually, but I think we just get the Meddler here. Nice 5-drop, kind of occupies that space on our curve. The Lurker Wield, or we can take the Tranquil Landscape. I think we want to take a Lurker for now. Just to not pass that signal, I'll take an Utter Insignificance. It's a great removal spell. Right, for 2 mana. I'll take the Cephalid Coliseum. I don't like taking damage from it, but it is a loot effect. If we can get Threshold going. Nesting Grounds is a card. I don't think we play it. And that's the second Solstice Zealot going late. Is the energy deck not good? I do like where we started off here. We're 11 cards into it, and I think these all make the deck. Actually, I think these all make the deck. Maybe not Cephalid Coliseum. John Avon art. God, he's such a good landscape artist. I think maybe the Cephalid Coliseum doesn't make the deck, but I think everything else does. I think everything else does. I don't know if I want to take another Meddler here. But what else do we take? I don't think we would take like a landscape over it, right? Herigast emerges for double red. There's also a Spawn Gang Commander, which is going to be hard to cast unless we start to lean more into red. I think that red is like our splash here, and we're really going for blue-green. And if that's the case, it's not even any of these lands. It's just the Petrifying Meddler. Like, I don't think we want the Medallion, right? I don't think we want the nobody wants the Power Balance. Those are just 2 unplayable rares. One will probably wheel, if anything, right? Which is the funny thing. But we have 1, 2, 3 ramp creatures. There's a 6. Oh my god. What do we take over 6? Twisted Riddle Keeper. God, it's hard. Mill 3 cards, you may put a land from among them into your hand as long as it's your turn. Non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace. Oh, geez. Okay. We are in green. 6 is great, actually. 6 is very good. When it attacks you, mill 3 cards, and as long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace. So it turns all of your cards into spells in your graveyard. You can just cast them again as long as you have 6 out. That's insane. That is insane. That is legitimately insane. We have to take 6. I would love to get the Riddle Keeper. I don't think that's going to wheel, but neither is the 6, and the 6 is like just amazing. Priest of Titania can ramp us, but I don't think we want that. There's a Necro Bloom, which we're not splashing for. There's an Idol of the False Gods, and I think that this is the deck for it. We could keep making spawn tokens with it, and if we have 8 or more tokens on it, it becomes another Eldrazi creature. It's an artifact creature, so it could be like shattered, but every time we sacrifice an Eldrazi too, we just have to make sure that we're not passing up any. Priest of Titania, there's very few elves in this format. It itself is an elf, but you're not going to be like getting much more than 1 mana off of this thing, and it's going to be 1 green mana. I'd rather have another Nightshade Dryad, actually, and I would take that over Idol of False Gods, but I think we take the Idol here. I think it just kind of slots in well. Branching Evolution. God, nothing here for us. I guess we could take a Deem Inferior. Branching Evolution's not for us, because that's 1/1 counters. I don't think we take the Bespoke Battle Wagon. It makes energy. And then eventually we can draw a card off of it, or we could just like, we could use it as a tapper. It's like every other turn, right? I don't think it's good enough for us. I think Demon Inferior is way better, just to tuck something as sort of a not great removal spell. Shapeshifter's not good. We're not getting a lot of good Eldrazi payoffs on this side. I'll take the Hope Ender. There's a Warped Tusker, which we can cycle. There's also another Utter Insignificance, which is a fine removal spell. And then there's a Tamio Meets the Story Circle, which can be good, I think. Essentially, it's your opponents can't attack you for a turn, because they get -2/-0. And then you could discard any number of cards and investigate twice for each one discarded that way, and then shuffle up to 3 cards from your graveyard into your library. Maybe we just take the Utter Insignificance. I don't think we want the Warped Tusker over it, right? It's a Tempest Harvester. There's also an Oozewag. I think we could use a 2 more than we could use a 4, right? Modified creatures you control have Trample. It turns itself into a 6/6 with Trample. And this is a Looter. Yeah, let's take the Looter. There's an Electrozoa. There's another Bespoke Battle Wagon. You know, now that we have the Sage of the... Not the Sage, the Tempest Harvester, I think we could take the Bespoke Battle Wagon, but I think it becomes one of the easier early cuts. None of these are good for us. I'll take the Power Balance for the gems. None of these are good for us. I'll take the Wirewood Symbiote just to cut off green. None of these are good for us. I'll take the Foul Strike. It's kind of playable, but I'm not playing it. I'll take the Siege Smash. Jeez, the second pack was like rough. Like we got 6 and then nothing else. I'll take an Aether Spike. I could see myself playing that actually as like turn 2. Voomp. No. Right? Sometimes you counter a spell for like 1 energy and 2 mana, and that feels really good. I'm very glad. Oh, there's this cave to the side. I'm very glad that we did not... Ooh, there's a Breaker of Creation. That's great. We definitely take the Breaker of Creation. I'm definitely, though, very glad that we didn't take the, what's it called? What is that stupid thing called? It that heralds the end. I don't think we'd have a reasonable way to play it by turn 2. Warp Tusker's also here, as is Strength of the Harvest. I don't think that this is the Strength of the Harvest deck, but it's playable. Serum Visionary is good. Colossal Dread Mask would be amazing in this deck because we're going to want to ramp and we're going to have places to sink that mana, but we'll take the Breaker. Breaker. Let's look for... There's a Repurposer, that's great. Could also take a Landscape. There's a Bountiful Landscape, which is actually perfect for us, but I think we need the 3-drop creature that also just makes Eldrazi spawn. So we'll take that. We'll hope that one of these, the Bountiful Landscapes wheels, because we do want to have some colorless sources outside of Eldrazi spawn. We will. We're going to want them. Also hoping to get one of those uncommon payoff cards, like Path of Annihilation or a Kozilek's Unsealing. But I will take the Eldrazi Repurposer, it's just way too good. There's a Wumpus Aberration. This spell is actually really good. There's also a Glaring Flesh Raker. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1. I think we take the Flesh Raker, although Wumpus Aberration on like turn 3 is just wild. Or not, yeah, if you can ramp into this for like turn 3, you're having a 6/6 Trampler that your opponent just can't deal with is, I think, wild. But I think that this is going to pay us off better. Granted, this is a hard colorless requirement, and this is just a big boy. There's also a Sage. Let's take the Sage, actually. Now that I think about it, let's take the Sage. There's another Utter Insignificance. God, I hate that I have such a difficult time saying that. Fine removal spell, kind of where we want to be. There's an Archway. There's a Depth Defiler. There's a Basking Brood-Scale. We're just looking for ramp here. And a Sheltering Landscape. I think we take the Archway here. Next spell you cast this turn has Improvise. We're not going to have that many artifacts. I guess we have one. One's not enough. I think I'd take the Depth Defiler. It can help us loot, and it can bounce something. I think that's fine. I think that that's fine-tastic. Evolution Witness, sure. Actually, when you adapt it, you can just bring something back. Actually, you know what? Serum Visionary is probably better for this deck than Evolution Witness. There's a Rush of Inspiration. We are making energy, so sometimes this is just instant speed draw 2. Sure, get on. Let's see, there's a Suppression Ray and the Tune the Narrative. I do like Suppression Ray. It's just a nice win condition. Tune the Narrative is also pretty good. And it can help us dig with our one looter, but I don't think we want it enough. Warp Tusker Wield. Okay. I'll take you. I don't think I want the spike over... We could take an Oozewag here. Might be the first cut, though. Gonna cut the Foul Strike. Hope Ender. Visionary. Rush of Inspiration. Would have liked another Snapping Void Craw. Demon Furier. I don't think we need Demon Furier, because we have 3 Utter Insignificances. The Oozewag is here. We probably cut the Battle Wagon even. Glaring Flesh Raker Wield. Let's go. There's also a Shapeshifter. I'll take it, but I'm likely not playing it. Brain Surge, sure. I'll take a Brain Surge. Feels like I'm having one right now, and by Brain Surge I mean headache. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so let's look at this in terms of creatures to non-creature spells. Alright, so let's see. Disciple of Freyalise is a land. So I'm going to put that in the land slot. Same thing for Rush of Inspiration and Suppression Ray. 2 blues and a green land. Aether Spike, sure. Brain Surge. I don't think we play Spike, actually. Yeah, I don't think we play the Spike. We have a lot of 2-drops that we want to just hit first. I'd rather play Idol of False Gods instead. You know, we didn't get a single 5-mana draw 3 cards spell. Unfortunately. So we keep the Brain Surge, we keep the Serum Visionary. We do want to hit like 3 lands off the early in our opener, right? At the very least, because we do kind of want to ramp into these beaters, these beefers. So Sages and Nightshade Dryad. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 mana dorks. 2 repurposers is great. I think we can cut the Oozewag. We have 20 creatures. We should actually be looking to cut some of them. 6 is, I think, too good. Visionary is fine. Hope Ender Coatl, I don't think is gonna do it here. So I'm gonna cut that. It's a little bit of interaction, but I think that force spiking a spell for 1 is not gonna be the greatest. I think we're gonna want to spend our mana when we can. I do think we cut the Bespoke Battle Wagon. It's our only 4, which is the funny thing. It's our only 4, but on top, realistically, we do want to kind of skip our 4s to go to our 5s and then to our 7s. So should I just it does draw us cards, but I don't think it's good enough. Yeah, let's cut that. That's a 6, 5s, 6, and then 7, 7, 8, 9. Cool, 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 cool. We're ramping. We might want to cut a land or 2, but not too many, right? Because we, like, I'm cutting this stupid Cephalid Coliseum. I'm sorry. All right, so we have like 17, 18, 19, 20 lands, and I think we can cut, because of that, 1 of each. Right? 41 cards. Is that fine? Seems okay. I do wish we picked up 1 or 2 of those fetch lands for like things like the Flesh Raker, but I think we'll have enough Eldrazi spawns that it'll be okay. Eldrazi ramp again, maybe? We'll see. Hopefully Herigast is good enough to get us to where we need to be. Alright, we can cast 6, we can cast Idol of the False Gods. You know, I kinda wish we got a mana rock actually. I'm gonna cast the Idol here. Okay. I think we actually don't play the 6 just yet. Right? Because we have a lot of lands in our hand. And I think right now we just want to play a Visionary to start setting up our draws, right? We want to dig for a mana dork. Like, I don't necessarily want this. And actually, we don't even have any of our top ends, so let me just pitch those both now. And you know what this allows us to do is actually play the Nyxborn Hydra on the 6. So I think that next turn we're actually just going to play the this thing. Okay? As a land. Oh, shit! That was stupid of me. I meant to play the Rush of Inspiration as a land. Let me attack here. I'm not smart. End turn. I meant to play the Rush of Inspiration as a land. Okay. Sure. We could play this to give this +2/+2. I don't think that that's, like, super great. Although it does get us a land. I think what's probably better is just to do this right here. Brain Surge. Try to dig. Let's look for another land. Alright, so we're gonna get this land. Oh wait, no. 2 cards into the library. Let's put back the Meddler, which I will cast next turn. And the, the Tusker? Let's see, they can crew that, right? Yeah, they can. Alright, so they keep looking at it like... It's just like, nah. I get it, buddy. That and the Tusker. We'll put those back. And we'll put the Meddler up first. We'll play a land. And we will pass to our opponent. No attacks. End turn. I see why this is good now. Maybe I should put this back in here. You know, threat of activation. Let's see what they play. I'd like to bestow the Nyxborn Hydra onto our 6 now. Okay. Gets them an energy. Gains them a life. They have no 1/1 tokens on anything, though. Okay. Can play this. I can't really just attack with 6 into this, but we can just play this and, like, tap something down. And I think that that might be fine. What do we tap down, though? Target creature. Or we could play the Depth Defiler. I think the correct thing is actually just putting... Because this becomes +4/+4, so it becomes a 6/8. And they can't reasonably block it. They do have access to 3 mana here, so I do need to be aware of that. So here's where I think we just... Meddler. What is this? Exile another creature. I'll tap down their Evangel. Sure. So now we know that it's a creature. And next... No attacks. End turn. I probably should have just played the Rush of Inspiration as a creature land. My bad. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to have 7 mana for this Warped Tusker. Which is not where I expected to be here. Or I could just cast Disciple of Freyalise to sacrifice Petrifying Meddler to then draw 3 cards. Which could be a thing, right? Unfathomable Truth, sure. Yep. Gain a life. Sure. Okay. 5, 6. Do it. Just play this as a land. No. Z. Ah, fucking hell. Alright, fine. We could still just play that from our graveyard with Retrace. And it's... Oh, okay. If I put it on here, it becomes too bigger. No, that's fine. No attacks. End turn. I meant to do the other thing. Okay, we're just gonna have a long, drawn-out game. Sure. Now opponent's like, I have to kill that. Genku, Future Shaper, sure. When I cast a spell, I gain 1 life for each colorless permanent I control. I think we want to cast the Breaker of Creation. I just don't know how. Okay, so Voidcraw is great here. Every time we attack with 6, we get a card. I think the correct thing to do is to, let's see. They have access to 3 mana. Yeah, didn't think so. We're gonna play this for the backside. It's gonna enter tapped. The next. No attacks. End turn. Like, I see it. I see that they have, the Coatl in their hand. You know what I mean? Sure. I think we can play the Breaker of Creation next turn. And I think we don't need to play any more lands. Although, realistically, what I should be doing is just, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I'm gonna play the Tusker instead. What's that? Create an Eldrazi. Next. No attacks. End turn. Genku is like kind of a pain in the butt though, because it's any time a non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield. So they have the this thing, right? It's just gonna keep bouncing something, right? Resolve. So they get a token off of this thing. Yup. And then they gain 2 life, and then they get a bunch of energy, and then they proliferate here. Like, they're gonna get to spin their wheels. Resolve all. Pass. Sure. Pass. End of my turn, I'm going to activate Idol to sacrifice this token to make another token. We're just going to keep looping this token, essentially. So that we can get a, what's it called? Our opponent's hand is full, by the way. Like, this, which is like the worst part about this. Their hand is full of stuff to do. We have a bunch of reach creatures, though, thankfully. 6 is not blocking a damn thing. I will tell you that right now. But I think our main win condition is just this Nyxborn Hydra. I will activate this. Oh, I forgot that we had the Void Crawl here. To just make things. Oh, okay, there's our Herigast. Herigast? Let's see. We have access to 8 mana, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. I can play the Breaker of Creation, gain 14 life. 10 mana. Right? Yeah, 10. What's the chance that they have an Aether Spike? Let's just play this instead. I think that currently my Nyxborn Hydra is actually a win condition here. And this is hexproof from each color. Alright, so... it's whenever we sacrifice, or when it dies. Oh, okay. I don't think we attack here. No attacks. I think we're better off not attacking. 1/1 counter on each creature they control. Ooh, that's gonna get out of hand. Yeah, we need to utter insignificance. Okay. Sure. That probably should have went on 6. But who am I to judge? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 cards in hand. Next turn, let's see, 1, 2, 3. They have a Depth Defiler. Okay. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. What are they targeting with this? Oh, this thing. Okay. Resolve. Okay, so I get to cast that again. Resolve. Which is unfortunate for me. Because I have to use these things. Resolve. Resolve. Jeez. Okay. Pass. I'm gonna actually activate this to auto-pay, create another Eldrazi token. Yep. And my turn. Alright, so Sage of the Unknowable, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. That's actually pretty good. Is it enough though? We might be too late with that one. No attacks here. Oh, you know what? I think we do just cast this. And then I can do Battlefield. Cast it with Kicker. Auto pick. Done. I'm going to draw 2 cards and return target creature. So target creature could be, let's see. If I bounce this, they basically lose a creature. And we're going to do it like that. Draw 2, discard a forest? Now let's pitch this forest. I could play this Nightshade Dryad, but I don't think I want to right now. Then again, I think, nah, yeah, there you go. Here's another one. The Nightshade Dryad. Oh, poop. Raven Charm. Okay. Sure. I could just cast that again from my graveyard. Make another 2 energy. Sure. Like, their 1-for-1 removal's not going to feel very good. Unless it exiles. because we get to play our cards from the graveyard, right? So every time I draw a land, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know. Yep. Okay, so just play this again. I think we tap this and then activate this. Do I just play that again? If I play that again, I get another token, or I could just play Breaker of Creation and get some more life here. Discard a card, discard an Island. We cast that, so we get a token. Next. No attackers, end turn. Okay. Okay. That's kind of bad for us. Resolve all. Okay, alright. I need a removal spell for King Genku. End turn. Genku. I need a removal spell for Genku. Because he is really making this difficult here. The Breaker of Creation's not going to be enough anymore. And maybe there is something to be said about having played my Herigast, right? 3/3, okay. 3/3 flyer, sure. Okay, those are very large. Pass to attackers. My turn. Okay, so that's a repurposer, or we could just play this out. And I think I want to play out the Breaker of Creation because it just gains us 15 life. Oh my god. Resolve. The funny thing is that, like, I just get to... Sure. I just get to, cast it again, right? Like... Weird. Do I play the repurposer here? Let's play the repurposer. Auto pay. Resolve. Next. No attacks. End turn. Sure, draw a card. We might just deck them. They have 11 cards left in their deck. Emissary of Soulfire. Ooh. Okay, resolve. 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 Like, I'm not drawing a bunch of cards here. We might just deck them. Part of me is considering, what was it? Pass. My turn. Can I not cast this? Discarding a land card. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Play this. What's funny is I've considered playing the Nyxborn Hydra to put it on the Nightshade Dryad to then attack with like all that trample and death touch damage. Like no matter what they put in front of it, they lose everything plus, which is kind of funny. We need to pitch a land for that to work. Okay. I'm curious if they have any more spells, like counter magic spells. I guess here's what we find out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make this a 6, 6. I don't think that's good enough, right? I guess it has to go on the big reach creature. Oh, cancel. It's got to be a 5/5 then. 5 or +5/+5. Auto pay. There we go. Next. No attacks. End turn. Yep. 1/1 counter on each creature. Yeah, sure. Like, I could totally see myself dying, which would suck. Just on the swing. Is this still an Eldrazi? It is an Eldrazi, okay. Okay. This actually makes a lot of sense. And I think they would want to, like, yeah, put a bunch of Exalted counters out, and then they can populate them, and then this thing can become massive. Resolve. Resolve. It's literally taking their entire deck, though. Oh, man, a Voltstorm Angel? Woo! Okay, resolve. It's kind of cool. Yep. Pass. Yep. Resolve. Vigilance and Lifelink or other creatures you control get +1/+1. Yeah, yeah. They're probably going to attack with one of the flyers alone, right? Let's see how big it gets. That's a lot of Exalted. Resolve all. 13. Ooh. I guess we could kill it, actually, if I just double block it. Right? It's not big enough. Sure. I lose one creature. I still get my Nyxborn Hydra. Sure. Great creature. Lost an Eldrazi. Yep. Resolve. They made a flyer. Another token creature. Does that not trigger their Evangel? Okay. They have a lot of health though. Jolted Awake. Cool. This is like the longest match I've ever been in. If this was best of 3, we'd be like, whew, resolve all. Sure. That's pretty big board. I don't think I make a token here. Although, if I sacrifice 2, auto pay. Oh, I was gonna. All right, never mind. My turn. Okay. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Wait, hold on. Tap down everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope. That's not it. We can... That's not enough. That's not enough. And I don't have any energy to, Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So... I could Suppression Ray here. But one of our win conditions is not... is decking our opponent. I could Suppression Ray here and then just, like, get a free attack in. I think what I do here is just play this as a land. Herigast. Draw 3 cards. And then hopefully get something that way. Take action. There's an Utter Insignificance. That's pretty useful here. Okay. No attacks here. Oh, I can just play this for 1? Why is it modified to 1? Oh! I'd have to emerge it from something else, like the... Not the Void Craw, this thing, or the other thing. Okay. Retrace. Flash. No, I'm gonna leave up, what's it called? I could just play the Glaring Flesh Raker. Okay, they're doing that, so I'm actually gonna utter insignificance. Their Kenku autopay. It took long enough. And end my turn there. Okay. We might be dead to damage, though, so there is that. Yep. Oh, fuck. Can I activate this? Cancel. Yeah, I don't have enough mana. Fuck me. I'm an idiot. Resolve. Alright. That's fine. Resolve. I needed to leave up the mana to... I'm so stupid. I am so dumb. I'm not a smart man. I guess I could do it again next turn. Pitching the island and then exiling him immediately. Resolve. Cast the colorless spell. Okay. Glaring Flesh Raker deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yep. Yep, resolve, resolve. I think I just blocked this with one of the other... What's a Rose-Caught Knight? Oh. Okay. Resolve. Resolve all. Okay. Tokens, yep. I think they should just swing out and end this farce. Like, I think they can win here. And if they choose not to, then I think that they don't actually care about winning. I think they just want to keep spinning their wheels. Yep, pass to attackers. Oh, God. Alright. Sure. Resolve all. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's a lot. Pass. It doesn't have trample. So I still take nothing. My turn. Okay, so Tempest Harvester is not great here. Flesh Raker is cool, but I think what I want to do is just utter insignificance this asshole again. Discard a land card. Okay. Then we're gonna Flesh Raker. And then, I guess, Harvester? Yeah, we just want to have, like, a board, essentially. Next. No attacks. End turn. Resolve. Okay. Sure. Okay. Resolve. Again, I don't think opponent actually cares to win this game. There we go. Took him long enough. Alright. So, resolve all. Okay. And good game. Oh, they should have done that last turn. I think our last hand, our last opener was just a little too small, too slow. It was keepable, but it wasn't like doing anything too explosive. I think if we ironically needed to get in under our opponent. This is keepable though. Sage into 6. Yeah. And hopefully even more. Okay. Sage. We'll play the suppression ray as a land, I think. If we don't draw one, because we do want to keep going up. Alright. If we just play this. Oh, this is only for colorless spells, right? Shit. Okay. You need to play that. Play this. No attacks. I wish that this was the mana rock that taps for colorless and can tap for 1 mana of any color if you have energy. If you spend 1 energy. I do wish it was that, but Idol is a good grinder. They what? Alright. Does this tap anything? Target creature. Alright. Draw 2, discard a card. Our opponent missed a land drop. I'm gonna pitch the breaker. Breaker. Because we can always cast that later, right? If they cast a creature here, we can Meddler and then, like, just slam. Jolted Awake. Was that a misclick? I think you were supposed to cycle that. What's going on? I'm gonna leave up Utter Insignificance, but we're gonna play the Wren here. Or sorry, the 6. End turn. And I'm going to activate the Idol end of their turn to make a colorless token. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Okay. Okay. Have that. Three lands. I'll take a green source. Play a land. Pass. Next turn we can I guess if I get a land, I need to get a land, I can get the Defiler, right? The Breaker, sorry. And that might just be a good game for our opponent. Basking Broodscale, sure. Pass. My turn. Sure. Autopay. Pitch a land. Yeah. Gain 10. Play that. Next. 1, 2, 3. Mill 3 cards. Put a land in my hand. Next. Sure. Okay. I can, like, play that again. I don't know if they realize that I get to, like, tap down their Kami of Jealous Thirst. That Breaker of Creation is going to make them have to sacrifice 2 things, and they can't target it with anything. Well, not anything colorless. Like, there's a Ghost Fire spell, but they're not in red, clearly. Okay, so they have an Oozewag. Oozenwagen. Alright. My turn. Okay. Meddler. Discard a land. Tap. That guy? Auto pay. Sacrifice that. Discard that land. Attack, attack, attack. Yeah. That's Eldrazi, baby. Especially if you have like a non-start like that. I just like oof. We even pitched the breaker just to go like, he's coming back, don't worry. Like, they probably breathed a sigh of relief when they're like, oh, good. They pitched a breaker of creation. Whoo! 1-on-1 going into round 3. Like, whoo! It's a good thing they can't cast that breaker of creation anytime soon. Oh. 6 is dumb. I think it was actually bad for them to have killed what's his the repurposer? Not the repurposer. Whatever that thing is, the 4/5. Oh, this is keepable actually, because this is a land. Alright. And we can play the Flesh Raker. We just need to draw into other things. There's a 6, land, enters tapped. Turn 2, Sage. Oh, you too, huh? Turn 2 Sage. Is it wise for me to insignificance this Sage? Is my concern. They might just play a Wumpus here, and that'll definitely need to be insignificanted. Okay. I'm assuming they're they're a teamer. Okay. Snapping Voidcraw. I have to insignificance that now. Play this. Because yeah, that's a bit much. Next. No attacks end turn. I can't let them have this, unfortunately. If they were planning on like playing a 6-drop or something like that now, it's just like, oh, no. No. I'm sorry. I can't let you have that. The Sage is like one of the not so great ramp creatures because you can't use it to like make this that much bigger. Void Pouncer. Ooh, okay, so I'll block this. There's nothing I can really do about that right now, right? I think I have to just take it. I could play that, but then not play this, or I could play this and then let's tap this for colorless. And leave up the other utter insignificance. End turn. The other utter insignificance. Oy. Try saying that 4 times fast. Haha. Now, I may need to... insignificance the other one, and then exile it immediately? And wait on playing the 6, right? Or the other creatures. Granted, we don't have anything yet, right? But Writhing Chrysalis, okay, resolve. This doesn't give haste, right? Pass. No blocks. I'm gonna insignificance this now. We take 2 less damage. But what's more important is, let's see. I think I needed a land. I guess if I play... hold on. If I play 6, I can play... No, hold on. Trade ability. Just gonna exile that right now. Okay, so if I tap this... Oh, I can't do both. Okay. I was hoping I could do both. Deals 1 damage to your opponent. I think we need to just play this out. Okay. End turn. And I think what I have to do... Well, 1, I have to draw a land. They're just making it a 5-4. Okay, or a 4-5 rather. Blaring Fleshraker, sure. Pass. Okay. I have to take 4. That sucks. No blocks. Planar Genesis. Okay. Like, strange, but okay. I don't know what's going on here. Like, sure. You know, like, pass. Bonk. Yep. That do be sucking. Okay, so Depth Defiler. I could play this. Right. Draw 2, discard 1. But what I really need to do is be able to... I guess we can exile that? The problem... I think we do... I think what we have to do here is draw 2, discard 1. Yeah. With kicker. Do both. Do battlefield. Draw 2. Target a creature. Gonna bounce that. Target a player. This does block that pretty well. Yep. Okay. Discard a card. I think it's the Fleshraker. Okay. So we have that. We have access to 1, 2, 3. But this can't really tap for anything. This can block that fine. If I play the forest, I can't play anything right now. So no attacks right now. End turn. I think I need to actually hold up the forest so that I can play Ren, play the utter insignificance, targeting the Writhing Chrysalis, and then exile it when I need to. Like, it's just sort of infinite removal. Oh, do they have Bridgeworks battle? My turn. Okay, so 2. Play this. Strict Serenade. Okay. Ah, that sucks. Alright, and that can block that, so... I guess we play out the forest and we Serum Visionary here. Okay. Do need the Dryad for colorless, right? Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. View browser. I don't mind the Dryad, right? Sure. I don't think we need the land then. Next. No attacks, end turn. And the Breaker of Creation should be able to gain us like a bunch of life. That's what they were hoping up for, what's it called? Priority for. Okay. So they're gonna bounce the token, yep, that makes the most sense. Y'all. 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 Draw 2, discard 1, yep. Pretty good. I like depth defiler. Haha, it is defiling the depths. Neither one of us can really attack into the other's board, though. Next turn, though, we get to Breaker of Creation, and if it survives, I get to put the Nyxborn Hydra on it. I'm hoping they don't attack. Pass to attackers. Yep. Alright, 1, 2... No, I don't want to sacrifice that thing. Here's the turn for it. Breaker of Creation. X-proof from each color. Next. I gain like 7. Cool. And I think next turn we get, what's it, 1, 2, yeah, no attacks here. End turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We give it +5/+5 with the Nyxborn Hydra. Corrupted Shapeshifter, okay. Yep. The real issue here is that every time, because of Glaring Flesh Rager, every time they cast a creature, they get a thing, a token on top of it. Kozilek's Unsealing. Okay. It's pretty good. They have 2 tokens here too. So I can't really profitably block that. Alright. My turn. Okay. Idol of False Gods. I think we have to play for like a future turn, so I'm gonna pretty much empty my hand here. I don't know why it tapped like that. And let's see. I can't even play the Harvester because of the way that it tapped. That's cool, right? Why? I should have paid more attention. That's my fault. No attacks here. End turn. I think... Okay. Groundyard Lurker. Yep. Resolve all. That still, like, gets them a token, which is, like, a huge problem. And so is this Writhing Chrysalis, unfortunately. Resolve. So, like, this Breaker of Creation's not gonna, like, break too much creation, actually. Sure. I don't have anything with reach rate. Yeah. Pass. My turn. Okay, Brain Surge is okay here, but I don't think we want to do that right now. I think what we want to do is just suit up the Breaker. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. This thing. Okay. Next, and I'm just gonna send it in. Annihilator 2. They probably sacrificed 2 of their tokens. Yeah. Okay. Resolve. Resolve. Next. It's a 15-11. If I can kill the Chrysalis, I will kill the Chrysalis. And I guess we let them have their Drownyard Lurker. I think they're looking for a way to not lose their Chrysalis. This is kind of looking grim, though. Yep. Oh. Sure. End turn. That was great, actually. And now we have a 7-8. Warped Tusker. Alright. Now they have a 7-7. Resolve. Resolve. Yep. Resolve. 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 And that's going to draw them 3 cards from Kozilek's Unsealing, and that's probably going to be game. We didn't see any of those cards go around either. I would have loved an Unsealing or the other one, right? Can't really attack into the 7-8 guy. There. I guess... God, we're going to die to the Flesh Raker. Is really what it is. You gotta thin it out a little bit. And... activate this. Autopay. To make another one. Yep. My turn. I guess we repurpose... sorry, we brain search here. Alright, so what are we getting here? Suppression Ray. Is that it? 7... 10, hold on. 10, 15, 16? 2 to the top of the deck. Yeah. Tusker. Okay, so this. And then I can cast this by sacrificing this blue. Right, and then that's 7, 10, 12, 15, 16, right? Pay 0. Confirm. Next. We just attack with everything. Is that it? Woo! Forgot about Suppression Ray. Hell of a card that. Oh my god. Oh god. Ooh, whoa, was starting to look a little grim there. 2-1. That was another grindy match. Not great. We kind of want to... You know what it is? I thought we were going to lose to the Kozilek's Unsealing, but woof. Okay. This is not really keepable. We'll keep this one, yeah. Looks like we're putting Herigast at the bottom, unfortunately. Yeah. We'll play the Nightshade Dryad turn 2. I wish we had one of those, actually, because it lets you basically shuffle the deck. Next, end turn. Maybe I should have put a land to the bottom. No, I don't think that's correct, actually. Especially with Harvester in our hand, we can play that. They have what's it called? The removal spell? -3/-3. Oh, okay. That's kind of okay. I guess it's a 1/1? I don't know. I think it's better that they do that to that one as opposed to like the Tempest Harvester that I have in my hand, right? So I'm going to play a land. We're going to attack. I keep that in my hand. Good old Suppression Ray. I thought they were going to do the -3/-3 spell. End turn. We're going to start looting away with the Tempest Harvester. I'd like to get Ren. Right. Oof, pardon me. Or some more lands. Suppression Ray. Just a nice card, isn't it? Yep, no blocks. I guess we still want to keep hitting our land drops, though. Especially if we're playing, like, this silly Eldrazi deck, right? Mm-hmm. Opponent's at 15. Arc-bound Condor. Okay. Play this. Play Sage. I could just throw that at them, but I don't think I want to do that. Next. No attacks end turn. And I definitely don't want to throw the Harvester at them. This Condor looks like it's going to be a problem. Yes. 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 I can't even utter insignificance it because then it just becomes a 4/4. Sure. 3/3. 1/1. My turn. Alright, so play this. Draw a card, then discard a card. Let's pitch the Hydra for now. I'll play the Visionary. Draw that. Okay, and then that's good. Meddler's actually really good here. And we'll put the land to the bottom. Next. No attacks here, end turn. What's great about 6 is that 6 blocks the Condor pretty well, right? Pass. Which I'm assuming they're just going to throw at us. Yeah, pass, pass. Granted, I don't think I want to block the Condor, right? Grim Servant. They are, like, playing fast and loose with that health bar of theirs. This does get them up to a 4-drop, so... I think I will tap down the Condor though, with the 4/5. Okay, my turn. Especially after that. I'm gonna send in the Visionary. Boop. Sure. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they double blocked with the Transmigrant as well, because they can get that back. Oh. I'm assuming that means they have some sort of way to play it from the graveyard. Either a grave dig or something else. Okay. Target creature gets... Oh, balls. Let's activate this then. Yeah, I don't want the island right now. Pretty good, though. They can't really attack with the Grim Servant. I could play this. Alright. Next. No attacks right now. We're trying to be controlling. Waiting on our opponent. Looks like they're gonna try to kill the... Yep, okay. We have a way to bounce it, so it's fine. Pass to attackers. They send them both in? Okay. Alright. I think I will double block the Grim Servant. with my Sage and my Serum Visionary. And I'm going to take the one from the Transmigrant. I'm going to utter insignificant stat, actually, so it can't put its tokens on the other thing. Like, it no longer has modular, so those tokens don't go anywhere. A Cursed Marauder, sure. Let's sacrifice the Dryad. Ooh, we have no energy. Okay. Well, let's get in with 6. And then we'll end our turn here. I think I am going to cast the Rush of Inspiration on their end step. I do like how it feels like I still have cards, right? Deem Inferior. Okay. I would like that back, so we definitely get that back. I'm gonna cast this first then, because I don't want to accidentally discard it. Sure. Perfect. Yep. Alright, so there's a land, but we're gonna play this Repurposer. Gonna get us a token, and next. No attacks right now. End turn. Because again, we can bounce this 6 back to our hand if we draw that 1 card. We're not going to draw it next turn, obviously. Yep. This does put us at 2, 3. Oh my god. All right, so Shilgengar, Sire de la Famine. Okay, so we're gonna cast this. We're gonna tap this down. Can't have that around. And we're gonna pass. I could attack with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay. End turn. So if they don't do anything except for put up the shields, we get to Suppression Ray them into this turn. Depth Defiler. Fuck. Alright. Turn target creature to owner's hand. Sure. Okay. Oh, I'm just dead here. I have balls. Good game. Yeah. We wanted our Depth Defiler. Boo! Boo! I wanted mine. I deserve it more than they did. We dug for it too. Oh, we're 2-2 going into round 5. Let's see. Okay, we can ramp into something? I don't know. This seems fine. This seems keepable. We can always cycle the Tusker. So this seems like an okay hand. It's so weird that Sage of the Unknowable's just an 0-4, right? Like, next, end turn. Alright, our opponent is red something. Make sure we play a blue source now. We have the Disciple of Freyalise, so I can just play that as a... Okay. Blue red, possibly energy deck. Sage of the Unknowable. We have 2 massive creatures that we can cycle. So, let's see. Vigilance or Reach. I think I'll cycle the Warped Tusker. It'll help us get to our... Well, let's see. Because I think I want to play the Tempest Harvester next turn, right? Unless I draw another ramp spell, or another ramp creature. Okay. Another Harvester. Sure. Looks like they're an energy deck. I was like, alright, where's your land? Cool. Play this. We can play the idol, actually. And we could use this to... What's the matter? Don't start. Want me to pick you up? My cat's already yelling at me. She's a butthead. Next, at the end of their turn, we can actually, no attacks, use the Sage to make an Eldrazi token, which actually works out really well for us. Pass. Okay, pass. I'll block one of them. They're giving up free real estate by not attacking, so they might as well. Here. Plus, the 2/1 Harvester's like not a bad attacker. Hit that. My turn. Would have liked the land. Play this tapped. Play this. I think we activate this. No. Do we? Oh, I don't even have another blue source. Never mind. I guess we could always cycle this. No. No attacks. End turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, so actually this prevents us from even needing to do any of that shit, because we could just play out one of our massive beefers next turn. I don't think we block with Nightshade Dryad. Oh, come on. Sure. I'll sacrifice this for a colorless. Resolve. There goes our Nightshade Dryad. And I can't block now. Activate this. I was like looking forward to it and everything. No blocks here. No blocks. Hey. My turn. Okay, land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Next. End turn. Got a 7/7 with vigilance now. That's all. Ah, Deem Inferior. It's okay. They're gonna deem it. Yep. Sure. Resolve. That's fine. Pass. I guess we're taking 4. Pass. No blocks. Pass. My turn. Utter insignificance. Ow. Summer, what are you doing? Run. If they have the counterspell, I'm just like fucked here. But we had to do it that way. Yep. Yep. Okay, they do have spike. They're paying how much? They have to pay 2. Okay. Otherwise I have the option of just like paying for end turn. Create a Spellgorger Weird. A Spellgorger Strange. I could also just try to stabilize and make like a Hydra. I could do a 4/4 Hydra and that's it really. Laelia the Blade Reforged. Cool. Am I just dead here? Oh no, am I just dead? I might be just dead. Opponent had a lot of really good interaction, actually. So I'm not surprised. They definitely attack with all. Yep. Resolve. What is this? Reckless Pyro Surfer. Yep, pass, pass. No blocks. Pass. Knowing that they have a 2-drop with haste coming up next turn, or in the following turns. And this. God, I can't even like not. How do we win? Okay. Next. No attacks, end turn? I think that's the closest we can do, because we have to, like, basically chump block some of these things. I used this token to make another token with the Idol of the False Gods. Hopefully they don't do anything that gives them trample here, right? And the Tempest Harvester hopefully eats the Laelia. Bespoke Battle Wagon. Okay. Please don't cast another non-creature spell. That would be bad. I guess this is their opportunity to draw another card, right? So pass. Okay. Pass. Put this in front of that. Put this in front of this. This in front of this. Another token. And we take 4? Oh, am I still dead? I think I am still dead, right? Because we blocked 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're still dead. I think I'm not gonna scoop. I'm waiting for them to click agree. Unless there's something that I'm missing. Pass the damage. Oh, yeah, we were. Alright, good game. Ah, damn it. Alright, alright. That wasn't the best Eldrazi ramp deck that I've ever made. It's a shame. We did make it to Gold 1, but, you know what it was? When we were really looking for the ramp cards, they just weren't there. We did get a few of them, but what we were also missing were the huge payoff cards, right? Like, and we'll look at the deck again. We were missing the huge payoff cards, like Path of Annihilation, right? That can help you stabilize, because then you start to cast your well, first of all, that helps you ramp, and then you stabilize by casting your large spells, which then gains you life, or Kozilek's Unsealing, which then draws you more cards, right? So that you're okay with kind of like pitching resources early on. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened there. We did also have like a lot of subpar draws, right? I think the Idol of the False Gods was just a little bit too finicky, right? Tempest Harvester was fine. Nyxborn Hydra is fine. The problem with Nyxborn Hydra is that it's never a 1. It's always like a 5, right? It's not a 1. It's like you bestow it on something else. So you need to have a board. You typically don't just go like, here's a 3/4, right? You typically go like, I'm gonna give that creature +4/+4, you know? And then you kill it, and then I still get this other creature back. I think that first match against Genku was winnable. It's just, we took so long, right? The deck variance just got us, and it took us so long to start playing out the things that mattered. And I think that happened with a lot of these matches. 6 might have been the worst card, actually. It feels like it could do so much really cool stuff. And then when you really need to retrace cards with 6, you sometimes find yourself going, well, this is a suppression ray. It's not a land. It's not a land. Suppression Ray was great, though. I'm not going to say that it wasn't great. It was fantastic. It won us that one game. Our opponent was like, okay, cool, we're going to win next turn. And then I was like, Suppression Ray. And then they're like, am I dead? Let's find out. And it's like Xaxes. Yeah, Suppression Ray was great. Rush of Inspiration. It's okay. It's okay. I think you really want to have energy for this one. Otherwise, you know... we would have had energy too had I not looted twice, but then if I hadn't looted twice that game, we wouldn't have been able to cast the Rush of Inspiration that far down. We needed more cards like Eldrazi Repurposer and Snapping Voidcraw. I think like one more Voidcraw, one less Rush of Inspiration, probably no 6 actually. Although that one game it was kind of fun, right? We just kept looping things, and our opponent was just like, I hate this. And Herigast, maybe I played it wrong. I don't know. I didn't want to use the emerge because I didn't want to like start splashing for red. It is double red to emerge, right? Breaker was always fine, right? Especially that game that we played it twice. Lurker was kind of cool. Maybe we needed one less of these 6s, or one less of these 7s. Maybe that's what we needed, one less of. And we needed one more payoff, like Path of Annihilation or Kozilek's Unsealing. Something to sort of stabilize us. I guess we had Disciple of Freyalise, but it never felt like we were in a position to sacrifice with Disciple of Freyalise. We just didn't have that mana, you know? And I think we just weren't drawing... I think we needed like one more Nightshade Dryad and maybe a Snapping Void Craw instead of a Sage. Because the Sage is very... It's not the best form of what it does, right? Plus the Nightshade Dryad's got Death Touch. Nobody wants to block that. Let's collect this winnings. If you enjoyed that, though, if you enjoyed watching me punt and play very, very bad games, you should come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord, link in the description, where you can catch me do stuff like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I'm out of here. You have a good evening, folks.